Okay, here's another really quick video. I'm going to be doing this one from Photoshop CS3. Very similar to Elements. Elements is a little more user-friendly in appearance, but all the controls are the same. Very, very similar top to bottom. CS3 versions. The CS series has a little more power to it. It's got tools that you don't have available in the Elements. But it's also $600–700, I think, for if not a little bit more for a full version. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to delete this, start from scratch. What I'd like to do is I'm going to put a texture, just like I wanted to do in the Elements video. I want to put a texture on here to give you a little more artistic, or to show you a more artistic way to use layering and layer mask. This time, instead of using an adjustment layer like black and white, hue and saturation, brightness and contrast, we're actually going to be a little more creative, and we're going to put a texture on the guitar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go place, and I'm going to choose a texture. I'm going to place that over the top, and to resize any image, if you place one over the top of the other, always hold your shift key, and that'll keep it proportionally the same. So if it's square, it stays square, or if it's a 4x6, it'll stay that same size. Otherwise it'll stretch, and you don't want that. So now what I've done, if I hit this eye, you can see how I place this texturing over the top of Rachel with the guitar. But I don't want the whole thing to be texture, so what I'm going to come down here beside the layer adjustment mask is to just create, or to add a layer mask. No adjustment to it, it's just a simple white mask. And same thing as before, I'm going to switch this to black. Again, white is fully opaque. It's covering up the image. Grab my paintbrush, and wherever I paint black, it's going to remove the texture. I'm actually going to go a little more than I need to. And then I'm going to paint it back in just by switching back to white. That way I can get close to the edge. And zoom in, make this a little easier. A smaller brush. Use your bracket keys to adjust your brushes. And I bring that up to the edge. I'm not going to worry too much about it, just for the video's sake. Now switch back to black and just cut back in on this edge. I went a little too far. Okay, now that I've got that over the top, and this is one thing that's really cool, that doesn't look very good because of course we can't see the strings, the part of the adjustments, and we can see that we are over the top of just that part of the guitar. If you look up here on the top, this is what's called merge modes. There's various ways of changing how the upper layer reacts to the bottom layer. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come up to the top, hit normal, and just put my mouse over the top, and I can just scroll down. I use my scroll button, and I can see how I get a different style or different effect with each merge option. It's kind of cool. It's nice and subtle, nice soft look to it. A little brighter. Oh, that's kind of cool. And maybe that overlay. Okay, you can still see that it affects this here, this area. You can still see it. It's apparent. It's more noticeable in the wood. And of course, you got an option. You can either come over, change this to white, or actually no, sorry, leave that on black because black is going to get rid of it. Select my brush and just touch up this area where on top maybe, so it kind of looks like a reflection in the bottom part of this metal. And there we go. Okay, Again, just a really simple video, demonstrate the options of layer masking, doing something a little more artistic, and I hope you liked it.